Excuse me. Would you take a lolly from a stranger?
Been told never to.
But you did. You see, you did. No, we're not strangers
Very
anymore.
sweet too.
My name's Andrew. What's yours?
Rosemary?
Rosemary. Obviously, you work around here.
Yes.
Are you having a lunch break?
Yes.
Yeah. You have to. Where do you work?
At CSIRO.
What do you do there?
I'm a technical officer in a laboratory.
Doing what?
Working on genetics, plant genetics, working with cotton.
With cotton.
Cotton.
What can you tell us about plant genetics and cotton?
Heavens, no, not now.
Well, briefly.
No. We're just putting new genes into cotton to combat disease and to stop the grubs eating the cotton bolls, things like that.
Did you want to do this particular job? Did you arrive here because you wanted to do this?
I've been there for many years. This is the job I like doing. It requires lots of patience, very meticulous handwork, which is why some people are suited to it, some people aren't, because it would bore some people to tears doing what I do. But I really like it because you can see something at the end of it, plant result.
And you've been doing this for years?
Started at CSIRO when I was 16.
Yeah?
So I've been there 10 years.
A very short 10 years. But why did you go to CSIRO? Was it just...
that was in 1961. That was a long time ago. So in those days, most people left school and became secretaries, things like that. I'm the only one of my friends I know who's sort of... Most of my friends left in those days. It was third year at high school, then it went to 5 years, and not many females went through 5 years. I left school, I wanted to be a nurse. I was accepted for nursing, but I wasn't old enough, so I went to the CSIRO to fill in the extra year. I've been there ever since. I did never do nursing.
And in the meantime, have you got married and had children?
Yes, married, 2 children. I had a break at CSIRO about 10 years while the children were little, then I went back there, and now they've gone. Left us alone again, and there I am back again until I retire.
In all these years, you've lived in Canberra. You've had a.
I live out of Canberra now. I live out at Murray Bateman, but I've lived in the Canberra area.
Yes.
Yes. And
have you travelled on holidays?
Yes, we lived in West Australia for a little while. My husband worked at CSIRO as well, and we lived in Kununurra, West Australia. I've been to Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, Cairns, most of the places in Australia, but not out of Australia. I've been out of Australia once on a field trip for work, and that was to Syria, which was very interesting.
Do you think you might travel when you retire?
Yes, my husband has travelled a lot with his job, and he's actually in New Guinea at the moment on a year's contract. So, here I am, and he's in New Guinea, but I don't think that's a very good place to go. So,
a year is a long time. How often does he get to come back?
I've just seen him after 4 months, and I'll see him again at Christmas. And he's actually extending for another 2 years, and then I'll go up next year because it's not being married to me being here. But I'll just go up for the winter and come back for the summer.
Have you? I mean, especially now you were saying that the kids have gone.
Yes.
Has it been a bit lonely with him gone?
No, I have so much to do. I have all this gardening to do. I didn't realise all the things that he used to do that you just take for granted that now I have to do.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not a lonely person, ever anyway. I miss him very much, but if I can't have him here, I'm quite happy.
Describe him to us a little bit.
My husband, he's a wonderful, reliable, kind, soft, just wonderful. Yeah, he's a very nice man. And he's my best friend. And we think enough of each other to be able to stand separation.
Now, you're going to New Guinea next year?
Yes, in the winter.
Are you going to stop working?
I probably won't burn my bridges behind me. I'll have a lot of long service leave, so I'll take that.
You enjoy your work?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah,
yes, I very much like it. I'm a very organised person, and you have to be to do this sort of work, so it keeps me out of mischief.
Is your husband organised?
Very. We're a painful pair, let me tell you.
Super organised couple.
We are actually, but it suits us to be like that. It'd probably drive everybody else mad. It's probably why we get on so well.
Does it?
They say opposites attract, but in this case they haven't.
Yeah. With this wonderful organised life that you have, do you ever do anything impulsive?
Oh yes, I do. I'm also the more impulsive one. My husband thinks about it and thinks whether it's sensible and that sort of thing. I probably was the one who encouraged him to go to New Guinea when he was on the brink of thinking should he or shouldn't he, and I said, well, you know, we've got a house, the kids have gone, and you know, what can we lose by it? It's a new experience. It can open all sorts of doors, and yes, I think that's probably, we talked about it together, but if anyone had to sort of push him over an edge to do it, I'm the impulsive one. You know, I have a big sense of fun. You know, I like fun and a sense of the ridiculous, if you know what I mean. But I think lots of women my age are like that. When their children have grown up and gone, and you have the time to do things like that. It's a lovely time. It's the best time of your life.
What's your name?
Earl, how do you do?
Earl. Now,
what's your name?
my name's Andrew.
Andrew,
yeah.
Please, pleasure.
You just tell us about your job again, because I'm fascinated. Yeah, what do you do?
Oh yeah, I work at Coles.
Yeah.
It's just the people who work in the supermarkets, they actually get the stock from us. We prepare the pallets for them to go to distribution in all the Coles supermarkets. It's really good. It's set on a bonus scheme, so the harder you work, the more money you get. And our workforce, I think, is halved, and we're doing twice as much work, sort of thing. You know, it's really fantastic. 40 grand a year I get for nothing.
And what you do?
Really good.
What'd you do for the other?
I go and party, have a good time. Yeah, I usually is really. I got a really good crew of friends. They're all very friendly and all hippies. You know, it's not free love and all that type of thing, but they're very touchy and, you know, quite willing to give me a hug if I need a hug, things like that.
Yeah, that's great. And all around Fremantle, or?
All around Fremantle, Northbridge.
Where do you come from originally?
We're in Geraldton. It's just up the West Australian coast there.
Yeah.
That's a big sort of farming community.
Yeah.
Prey fishing, and they do a lot of surfing there. It's pretty groovy place, yeah.
But you left there to come to the...
Yeah, I left there to come to uni, go to uni.
Yeah.
Went to uni and sort of had a good time, too much of a good time. And
You got a degree in good time.
That's right. But that's okay, I learned a lot from it, you know.
Yeah. So you reckon, you've got it pretty well sussed out, haven't you? You've got the life that you want.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I was just thinking that today, actually, how lucky I am, you know, with
Yeah.
my friends and that. They're
Yeah.
the top people you can, you know, trust and, you know, go out and have a good time, and I get heaps of money, I work hard.
Yeah.
You know, no one can call me a bludger and that, so
Yeah.
got my own house and...
Did pretty well.
Yeah, for a hippie.
Have you got for hippie? Well, for anybody actually.
Yeah.
You got a lady friend?
A lady friend? No, not at the moment. No, I'm searching for true love.
Have you had a lady friend recently?
Oh yeah, I had a lady. Oh no, I haven't had one for about a year, and she broke my heart.
Did she?
Yeah.
She left you?
No. She couldn't stop being in love with somebody else. That's life.
That's tough.
Oh, well.
But you got over it now.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Sort of,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a bit hard. You're always comparing qualities that you really like in the other person to the new person, and you think, oh, no, I can't be bothered, you know. Sort of.
Now, what about in your group of friends? Obviously, there is nobody there that.
Oh yeah. I got that. Oh, it's fantastic. But I'm a very strange person.
Yeah.
I'm like really hyperactive in that.
Yeah.
And to be able to handle me, you got to be a bit more different, you know.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So it's not that there's no one there. It's just I've got to. It's very hard for them, you know. They can handle me, sure, no worries.
Yeah, he drives his Hooft like it's a Porsche.
Drives his life like it's a Porsche as well.
Only going slow.
Yeah. This is about the slowest you get, right?
Yeah, this is beautiful. This is Fremantle's a fantastic place. It's like,
Well, on a Sunday morning, this is slack time.
Yeah.
What happened? When are your hours fixed? Do you work just sort of like Monday to Friday?
Yes, I have every 2 weeks I have a day off as well. So we work an extra half an hour during the day, you know.
Yeah.
To get that, and that's really good. So it's good to have heaps of days off. But my bosses are pretty cool and that, you know. So I'm actually the union rep there, and health and safety. So I'm involved in not so much the running of it, but just sort of sorting things out, you know. So it keeps me interested.
And how long have you been doing that?
7 years now.
7 years.
Yeah.
You'll be getting retirement pension in a minute.
Well, before that, the longest job I ever had was about in one place. I worked for one place, Swan Brewery, for 5 years, up north, all the pubs and that, down here. But for about 6 months that was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great job. That was fantastic. Working up north. Some of the wild things you see up there.
Yeah, like what?
Oh, just like people getting in fights and cutting themselves to death, and no one giving a stuff and just saying, "Oh, all right, yeah, you know, leave them alone." And a lot of racism, but people aren't individually racist. It's more the whole thing, you know. When they get together, they can't help themselves, but individually they're not racist. But they're heaps better than they were.
Yeah. And you're not racist?
I try not to be.
Do you like Australia?
Beautiful place, mate. Fantastic. Yeah.
And the people?
The people are just beautiful, fantastic, and they're getting more and more friendly, open.
Getting more like the hippies.
Yeah, well, yeah, we don't have to all be hippies. I mean,
No.
individuality is everything, you know. That's what makes up a world. The more scope you.
Yeah, actually, okay, let's talk about hippies, because it's a word that's misused a lot, isn't it? I mean, people say hippie, but they don't actually know what they mean. What do you mean?
People who are willing to give of themselves to you, a person they've never met before, and just share with you, and on all levels.
Yeah.
You know, they're not.
That's not what most people mean.
No, most people
mean irresponsible. You know, a lot of people think it's just irresponsible, out of it, you know, smoking, drinking, yeah.
I think that's all part of the culture, but after people have been doing it for a while, they stop smoking, they stop drinking, and they learn they can have just as much a good time on the same personal level as they would otherwise.
Does that apply to you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I used to be a major drinker, you know, but things like that, and just sort of overindulge yourself, and then you think, no, you know, you don't want to go overboard in these things. Just moderation is a nice thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can have excess and zeal. That's great.
Yeah.
Right, you know,
I was gonna.
you gotta have that as well.
You want to hold the microphone?
Yeah, okay, then I'm going to ask you a
So
few
what would you like to
questions
know
then.
about Front Up?
I'd like to know how you get people really relaxed in their conversations.
I give them Valium.
And I take Margaret on.
For $64, can you tell me how many pieces make up the work?
Can I have a couple of minutes to count it?
That's cheating.
No, I don't know. I'd say
Okay, I'll give you a
somewhere-
clue.
Probably
Go on. You were gonna say-
40,000?
Double it.
80,000?
85,000.
85,000. It's a lot of work gone into it, isn't it?
There has.
Yeah.
Are you visiting Canberra? Or you
Mhm.
visitors?
Yeah.
Can I? My name's Andrew. What's
Right.
yours?
Greg.
Greg and
Cammy.
hi. We're from SBS doing a show
Right.
called Front Up.
Yep.
We literally zooming around Australia, meeting people and saying hi. What do you do? And
Great. When are you going to start broadcasting to Coffs Harbour? I've been waiting.
I don't know. See, you'll have to. Oh, good. You really want it up there,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Okay. Well, I'm afraid I don't have much power in that, but I'll pass
Yeah.
it on.
Good. Good.
You're from Coffs Harbour,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Are you down here for holidays?
Yeah, we've been travelling around for a holiday and that. Yeah. Cammy's
long?
from Canada. She's an exchange student, so we...
Uh-huh. Living with you. How are you finding your visit to Australia?
Oh, I love Australia. It's beautiful.
You're going to move out here?
No, but I'll probably come back to visit one day.
How long have you been staying with Greg and his family?
Since January.
That's quite a long time.
Yeah.
When do you go back?
In December.
Now, I'm going to be really rude and ask you to tell me about Greg's family.
Well, they don't have any kids,
Uh-huh.
so it's just me and Greg and Lee.
Right.
And that's okay, because I had brothers and sisters back home, and it's
Yeah.
good just to be the only child. You get spoiled a bit, so
Are
it's
you?
all right.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 16.
I guess it's easy to jump to wrong conclusions, but I'll give it a go. Is it because you don't have children that you do this?
I suppose that's got something to do with it, yeah.
Yeah?
Makes a nice break to have a kid around the house every now
Yeah.
and then. Yeah. But it's, for lots of reasons, but that's one, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose the others are just sort of, we enjoy showing Australia to people and things like that.
How many student exchanges have you participated in?
This is the second.
This is the second. You're going to keep doing it?
I wouldn't mind.
You'll think about that. Cammy, the lowdown. You're leaving soon. Do you want to get dinner tomorrow? Are they nice people?
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, a lot more rules than I had in Canada, but
Yeah? Tell us
you
about the
gotta
rules.
expect it. I have a curfew that I never had a curfew before.
Well, but they must feel responsible for you.
So I can
and Coffs
understand it.
Harbour is really a dangerous place. What's the curfew
It's 11:30 on weekends.
on weekends?
Yes, about 9 o'clock on weekends.
And have you ever broken the curfew?
Yes.
Oh.
I've kind of left the house via the bedroom window a couple of times and stuff like that. But not that bad.
The owner of a teenager, they know all this, don't they?
And what do you do when you break the curfew, or can't you say?
I went to a party.
Yeah.
They already know this, so
Yes.
this isn't anything news, and just did stuff like that.
Your parents and your temporary parents, are they very different people?
Yeah, definitely. My mum was very easy. She knew all my friends, so she didn't have many worries, but I can understand why they have to be a little more strict.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't mind.
Because you're somebody else's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to come back to this question about children. Did you decide not to have children?
Yes, we did. We just thought that it wasn't our scene, so we did
Right.
decide not to have children. Yes, it was a conscious decision.
And now you're sort of enjoying having children in a sort of limited way.
I like older children, yes.
Yes, when they're past the problem age.
Exactly. Well, I'm not sure if it past the problem age, but
I was waiting for that.
that's pretty, yeah, that's right, yes.
Would you like to ask your husband a question?
What would I like to ask you? Are you happy now you're back?
Yeah, we just come back from the UK. First time we've been back in 6 years, and makes me appreciate Australia much more. Yeah. I really enjoy it here. It's good.
And you're glad who you've met?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's been good. A lifetime ambition. This last couple of weeks when I saw the programme.
And how do you feel about being on the other side of the camera? There you go.
No, don't put me on camera, sorry.
It's a series on SBS called Front Up.
About? Oh, what's it about?
It's about you, know, conversation with people around Australia.
Around Australia?
Yeah.
What about?
Well, we're here now. What's your name?
Christie.
Christie.
Mm.
Why didn't you want to be put on television?
Because people will recognise me.
Television does that.
Mm.
Do you watch television?
Little bit.
Yeah.
Too much, I think.
Too much. A little bit too much. Or a little bit too much.
A little bit too much.
Do you recognise people on television? No. You see, they don't all recognise you. Why wouldn't you want to be recognised?
Because I look like shit, because I just left from work.
You don't look like shit.
Yes, I do.
Have you always lived around here?
No, I live down south, in Australia.
But you're a Perth person.
I've lived in Perth for about 8 years.
Yeah. Where were you before?
In Australia, down south, near Bunbury.
Yeah. What did you do there?
Nothing.
Go to school?
Yeah.
Nothing. It sounds like...
There's nothing to do down there.
Yeah. How big a place is it?
Australian. It's bigger now, but bigger. Yeah, it's bigger now. But it wasn't before.
It wasn't before.
No, not when I was there. It was just bush.
And
he's still filming. Stop it.
Did you like it there, or did you want to get out?
I got out. I moved out when I was 16.
Was that okay? I mean, did you say goodbye, Mum and Dad? And they said okay,
and they gave
goodbye?
me a cheque and said bye-bye.
Glad to be rid of you. No,
Yeah.
kidding.
They were.
They were. Was it a big cheque?
Nah. But they've given me
enough to
more
get-
since I've moved away.
Yeah. Just to keep you away.
Yeah, sort of.
I'm kidding. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got 3 sisters.
And have they all been sent? I mean, have they all gone away?
No, they've been married and
Ah.
popping out babies like
So you're the
baby
youngest.
machines. Yeah.
And they're the baby machines. So you're not going to have any babies yet, ever.
No, never.
Never.
Never ever.
Why?
Because they make you fat and they scream and they shit their pants and.
You don't want to know any about that. You got any, like, 1 or 2 close friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, boys or girls?
Boys.
Yeah. Are they better friends than girls?
No, I've got some close girlfriends. Boys just end up wanting to have sex with you all the time when you're
Yeah.
friends with them. And then when you say no, they say, oh, well, we can't be friends anymore. And then it's all uncomfortable because, you know, they just sitting there looking at you wanting to have sex with you. So.
And they still don't stay friends?
Not generally, no.
What about your girlfriend? What do you talk
What
about?
what do we talk about? Boys, life.
Yeah. What do you think of boys?
Not much.
What do you think of life? You enjoy
I don't know. I'm just having enough trouble dealing with the fact that I am alive.
Are you?
Actually, most of the time.
Yeah. What's the hardest part?
Work.
You don't
Having to get up every day and go to work,
and what you do isn't what you really want to do.
you don't get paid enough for it. And the more money you get, the more money you spend, and then
Did you ever?
no money.
Did you ever have something that you really wanted to do as a little girl?
No, I grow up. That's about all I did want.
Have you grown up?
No.
Are you a visitor to Fremantle for a Sunday picnic?
Oh, just down for the day to have a look around the markets, yeah.
But you're from Perth?
Yeah, just returned actually. Been away for 4 years.
Where were you?
Wagga Wagga in New South Wales.
That's a long way to go. You must have had a good reason. It wasn't jail, was it?
No, I was in the Air Force. Well, I've just finished. I've got out after 20 years.
You got out?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, retired at 20 years.
Gee,
About
now
3
what are
weeks
you going to
ago.
do?
Take it easy.
For how long?
As long as I can. I get a pension for the rest of my life, so what the heck?
Yeah?
Yeah.
After 20 years, so you must be a pretty young man.
43.
You got another life ahead of you.
Yep.
Is there anything you want to do in it?
You stay away from women. 3 wives, there you go.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to do a lot of fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a house here, so I'm going to sell the house.
Yeah.
As soon as the market picks up, I'm going to sell the house and just buy myself a decent-sized boat, take off,
Take the wife?
sail away. No, just take off.
I thought you said take the wife. Take off.
No, take the dog with me. That's about it. Yeah.
When was the last divorce? How long ago was that?
Oh, 3-4 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And you thought, well, I've learnt my lesson now.
Oh no, never learn a lesson. Never learn a lesson. Can't live without women. You can't live with them either, but you know.
Well, it's a dilemma, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why did they all break up? Why,
Oh God knows.
pick the wrong one, or
Oh yeah.
was it you?
Picked the wrong 3.
Picked the wrong 3.
One was my fault. The other 2 were theirs. Yeah.
Yeah. When you say fault, I mean, was it that clear?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you a
for
naughty
sure.
boy?
I'm not going to say that sort of thing on camera. Come on. Only once.
Only
once. Yeah.
And the other 2 times?
Oh, it just didn't work, you know.
But was it? I mean, did the fact that you were in the
RAF.
in the RAF had anything to do with it?
Oh, probably a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're travelling around a lot.
Oh, well.
But you
yes
travel
and-
with
yes
your
and no.
wife, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that does have something to do with it. A lot of women can't handle that sort of lifestyle.
Yeah.
If I have my way, I'm going to break Mickey Rooney's record.
Are you?
He had 7 wives.
You're not going to get married again, are you?
Oh, why not?
Oh, you are?
Yeah, why
I thought
not?
you just swore off him.
Oh no, if I can,
That's not serious. Yeah.
if I can find one, yeah, I'll always look around.
What sort of lady would you like to meet? What are the things that you like about the one? I mean,
Loyal.
is there something common about all the ladies you've had?
No.
No, they're all
No.
different.
Yeah, they're all different. Yeah, all different. No, just loyalty mainly. You know, as long as they're loyal, that's the main thing. You know, got to love me with all my faults.
Yes, and you've got a few.
Oh, I smoke and drink. That's enough.
You smoke and drink. But
Yeah.
do you swear?
Oh, of course.
Do you lose your temper?
No.
No. You're
No.
pretty even keel.
Yep. Don't argue with them. Hate arguments.
Yeah.
Can't stand that. I think that's why one of them left, because I wouldn't argue with her.
What would you say are your most saleable assets?
Oh, well, I'm a Taurian, which is a fairly loyal and an earthy type of a person. Good cook. A reasonable father, I suppose, to my daughter. Love animals, gardening, boating, anything to do with boats, fishing. I like the outdoors life mainly. That's why, one of the reasons why I got out. I was sick of being inside all the time. I'm just loyal.
Romantic? Do you have
Yeah, hopeless romantic. Fall in love at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, and you'd like,
Yeah.
you know.
Spoil the women rotten.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a big start.
Oh yeah, but you know, women being women nowadays, they don't like it. They tend to be a bit more independent. You know.
How old were you when you got married the first time?
22. Yeah, 22.
Pretty young.
Oh well, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. And when you were planning to quit, you know, you thought to yourself that you'll quit when you've been there long enough to qualify for the pension. Did you have any idea of what you wanted to do?
It all depended on what my daughter was doing. I've got an 11-year-old daughter that now lives with her mother in Adelaide. She was living with me for the last couple of years, and I said, you know, if you come back to Perth with me, well, we'll just move back into the house and I'll get a job and away we go. You know, I can get work. There's plenty of work in Western Australia if you're prepared to look for it. But I said, if you don't come back with me, well, I'm just going to sell the house, buy the boat and sail away. And I've no intention of going overseas, but I'll just sail around the Australian coastline and enjoy myself until such time as the boat sinks or I fall over the side drunk, you know.